Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam321. As you may remember, Krishna and Balarama were really tripping through the streets in Mathura. Krishna went near that bow and tried to lift it. The guards tried to prevent him from touching it, but Krishna paid no heed to their remonstrances. The people around were watching him, and casually, very casually, Krishna raised the bow in his left hand. He then tightened the bowstring, and while he went on bending the bow, there was a noise like a thunderbolt had dropped, and the people saw that the bow had been broken. Kamsa heard the noise and sent his servants to find out what had happened. In the meantime, the guards surrounded the young boys. Shouts of "Catch him, hold him, beat him, capture him, and tie him up" could be heard. Surrounded as they were by many of the king's men, Rama and Krishna each took a piece of the broken bow and began to beat up their assailants. Kamsa heard what had happened, and he sent his army to quell the disturbance. Rama and Krishna destroyed the army as well. After all this, as though nothing had happened to disturb their sightseeing, they went back to the road and continued their desultory walk. The citizens of Mathura were amazed at the feats of the young boys, and the news spread like wildfire. People came out of their houses, out on their terraces, on the doorsteps, and cheered them. They knew by instinct that they would be delivered from the tyranny of Kamsa by these children. But they could not side with them openly, so great was their fear of Kamsa. Even as they were creating so much sensation in the city, the sun set. Krishna and Rama with their companions went back to the palace gardens where the Brindavan clan was staying. They washed their hands and feet, and after eating rice mixed with milk, they slept. Kamsa, on the other hand, could not sleep. He had been told about the coming of Rama and Krishna. He knew about the killing of the washerman. He was trying not to be impressed by the miracle which made Trivakra straight and beautiful. The really frightening event was the breaking of the Dhanus and the routing of the king's army. He was worried as to what the morning held in store for him. The portents were all indicating some dread calamity for him. His dreams also were indicating his death, and he was afraid. He dreamed that he was riding a mule, that he had swallowed poison, that he was wearing a garland made of red flowers, that he was having an oil bath, and that he was being carried to an unknown destination. He got up from his sleep with alarm. The entire night he spent sleepless, since he had a premonition that the morning held something terrible in store for him. The breaking of the great bow was the cause of his fear of the boys. The prophecy sounded again in his mind, and he felt that it might come true. But then he told himself, I have great faith in my wrestlers. Mushtika and Chanura can make them look foolish, and they will surely be killed by these two. Perhaps they will be killed sooner by my dear elephant, Kuvalyapida. No one can escape from under its feet, and the weight of it. Comforting himself with these thoughts, Kamsa tried in vain to sleep. 204. The killing of Kuvalyapida. The east was red with the rays of the rising sun, and the entire city had dressed in her best. The Dhanur Yagna would be a farce, since the Dhanus itself was broken. Kamsa had the town criers proclaim that there would be a great display of wrestling by the famed Mushtika, Chanura, Shala, and Toshala. An arena had been erected specially for this, and the people were quite eager to see the different bouts. The place was fast filling up with the eager spectators. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.